Well, it is time to defy gravity because Wicked is in town.
Yeah, one of the greatest shows on Broadway as Metro Detroiters get ready to see the origin story of the Wicked Witch of the West. I got a chance to go behind the scenes to get an idea of how Broadway is moved to Detroit. If you've seen the Broadway musical Wicked, you're well aware this show is one of the biggest to put on.
Coming down.
But that also means a very big behind-the-scenes production.
Let's go, Carps!
Partially led by Matt Biltgen, the show's head carpenter.
Watch out for those cables, boys.
He's part of the team building Wicked inside the Detroit Opera House. How long does it take you to put all this together?
Well, when we first started with this show, it took us a lot longer. But now we've got it down now. It's basically a 2-day load-in. This is basically the same set as New York, but built to tour. That one's not built to tour.
All right, bump it in.
A team of 80 workers, both on tour and hired locally, put all this together. And every single detail is organized.
These pieces hanging right here, these are what they call the gear wall. In the course of the show, they open and close. They're two different sets. One's a set of gears, one's set up like a back wall. So as the actors are doing stuff downstage, the show is constantly changing.
You know, it's kind of organized chaos right now.
Steve Quinn is the company manager. You could call him the general manager. He's been with the Wicked Tour since the beginning, 18 years. Where does this rank in the Broadway scale?
It's one of the bigger ones. I mean, Phantom of the Opera was huge. Lion King, of course, is enormous. I mean, we're deceptively big.
What is it like to take a Broadway show designed for Broadway and then put it in semi-trucks and take it across the country?
It's pretty amazing. I think what I love about it is you're going to see the same show you'd see in New York right here in Detroit.
Quinn also says what the audience sees on stage is nothing compared to behind the scenes.
So all the actors, even though they're dancing on stage, when they go off stage, there's basically a dance going on backstage where they have to change their clothes, drop off things, pick up microphones, pick up props, pick up set pieces, and they go back on stage. It's quite the event backstage to watch.
Here's a couple of the prop boxes with the things that will be used during the show. And then Matt was talking about those set pieces moving in the tracks. Here are those track lines again. And how does all that happen? It's Ricky, the automation guy, sitting way up there in that chair, pressing all the buttons to make the set move in and out during the show.
He's pretty much the heartbeat of the show because all these tracks are all automated, so there's scenery comes on, goes off. There's a lot of stuff.
So about 2 days to move everything in.
Yeah.
How long to get it out of here?
5 hours.
That's it?
That's it. 13 trucks, 5 hours.
How do you do that?
Very carefully.
On the last show of this tour here in Detroit, are you tearing down as the show is happening?
Yeah, we load, we'll have a half a truck loaded at intermission. So,
really?
So we take the first act stuff, literally goes up that ramp, and I have loaders and I have pushers. The guys put it in the truck.
Bridgewater coming in.
It's Broadway on the road with 13 trucks moving Wicked across the country.
Shin Buster comes up.
But now Detroit is home for the next 4 weeks. What a phenomenal show. And they do such a good job, a good job. So you can see Wicked today at 2 o'clock, and there's another show at 7:30 tonight. There are show times at 1 and 6:30 tomorrow, and if you can't make it this weekend, don't worry, the show is here until the middle of February. February 18th is the last one.
You know, I know you're a tech guy. Was your head kind of spinning as you're going from one part of the stage to the other, looking up, looking in the back?
Yeah, it's choreography backstage too. And they talk about, you know, there's stage managers in charge of everything. And they showed the book, there's like 300 cues for every single thing to happen, and all the set pieces to move together, and the lights and the sound. It's amazing. It's very cool. And what's even better is the pride.
Yeah.
The people working behind the scenes are so proud of what they do because it's such a phenomenal show.
And I was fascinated that they're already packing up and loading up into the truck.
As the last show was going, like, gotta go to the next city. Let's move it along.
We're going to be sad to see them go, but you do have some time to check it out. I know I'm late to the party, but I finally got a chance to watch it for the first time. So seeing your behind-the-scenes piece and comparing what I saw as a viewer in the audience, it's very cool.
And what was your takeaway?
Incredible to see, kind of get an idea, because even when you're watching it, you're thinking, wow, how do they get the lights to work like that? And even when you know, the Wicked Witch is up there up top, it is a little bit of an optical illusion with her cape and the lights. And
you're thinking, the show.
And I was like, how'd she stand up there? So yeah, lots of questions answered there, Nate. That was great.